What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and we are finally on the new season of Basketball Wives. And I must say, new season seems like the same BS. Um, yeah, what were you guys' thoughts on the actual season premiere? To me, I think it got a bit more exciting when it started to go into the last part when we had the Evelyn and Jennifer face off. But I must say, it started off very slow. And slow in the terms of, we were most likely catching up with the ladies, and we now have Brittany Renner back. I, for one, don't know why this girl is back on the show because when she came on the first season, she made it this big deal as if she wants no parts of this show. The ladies are trash. She trashed them in the interview. And this is the thing I don't understand with persons. And I don't know why they would bring her back. Because if you go on a platform to trash the ladies, pretend as if like you want nothing to be a part of the show, these ladies are trash, the platform, why would you bring her back to the said platform that she was pretty much trashing? And this is why I don't understand why she's even back. I will not necessarily care much for her story, but I guess we'll just have to get into it. But her coming back to the show made no sense. And she literally was miserable for the entire time that she was on her first season. So I don't understand what possessed her. I'm not sure if it's the money because it would be her second season. Don't know how much would they really be paying her for this, but yeah, she's back. And of course, she has her beef with Evelyn, but she quickly got over it. Let's see if that will last long because we know when it comes on to Evelyn, things don't normally last for too long when you reconcile with Evelyn. Now, with Jackie's daughter being on the show, I felt like this is going to be a weird combination. We already saw the trailer where it seems where the mother and daughter got into a fight, and that a whole is just very disturbing. But her being on this platform felt weird, especially when they were doing that Friendsgiving and she was getting introduced to the ladies. I just felt like because we have known her for always being Jackie's daughter, you just see her as she's not in the age group or age brackets as these ladies. And with the history that these ladies have together, her coming in as the daughter of Jackie, it just to me feels like a recipe for disaster because we even saw where when Brittany first got up and went in the kitchen, we saw where Jackie, of course, what Jackie normally do is to push the story, push the scene. She got up to go check, and we saw where her daughter was pretty much stopping her for not getting involved in the situation. And this is what we love Jackie for, to be getting involved in the mess. So if we're gonna have her now dictating or policing how her mother behaves when this is what we know Jackie for, I could see where this is going to become very confusing and very annoying when it comes on to the situation with her and her daughter because it's to me it's really getting. I already seen the little. We already knew Shawnee's was always a bit annoyed at times when it comes on to her mom and her mom's behavior. So now for her to be in the place in a group setting with the rest of the ladies to now see one on one the way how her mom reacts and behaves, it's not going to end well. And I would hate for it to basically be where it interrupts or interferes with the relationship with both of them because you and your daughter got into it or because of a storyline or because of a drama that happened somewhere else. You and your daughter now are at it, and this is what I'm hoping does not happen when it comes on to the both of them. Now, we saw where on social media and prior season where they basically were discussing the whole Jennifer and Christian of it all, and there were a lot of YouTubers and everybody digging up history and past about this dude, and she did not want to hear it. And the fact that they knew that he couldn't travel and he needs a travel permit and everything, but he still risked it to travel to get married. I'm just trying to understand, why did you even have the wedding in Paris if traveling is is a issue for him? Why not wait on the wedding? Why not have the wedding somewhere else? Why was it so important for this wedding to be kept in Paris? Because you just want to keep up the image, to where now he is basically being sentenced for 15 days because he went outside of what he should have done. And I don't understand, why is it that you felt like it's that important to get married and you had so many red flags when it comes on to you and Christian, and for you to still ignore all of it to still prove a point to get married, it just shows that up here for Jennifer is not on. I think she's still living in this world when she's just all about the labels and all about the image. And to her, Christian is a good image for her, despite the red flags that she's getting. And I don't understand, why is it that she would turn around and still marry this dude to where he had to get sentenced for 15 days. And all of these stories are just coming out when it comes on to him, that he is an alleged scammer. He is supposedly a traitor, and allegedly he has money from many of these people. And I can just imagine you just getting married. You can't even enjoy your marriage because prior to the marriage, you had persons talking negatively when it comes on to this relationship, and you got married and you can't even enjoy the marriage in peace because all of these stories are coming out when it comes on to your husband. And even when she was at that table with Evelyn, I could see on her face the drainage that each day she probably has to get up and see news articles and new stuff when it comes out about this guy. And this is something she could have really avoided by just saying, guess what? Yes, you may be in love. Yes, you may be tired and your emotions and everything, but does it equal to all of this stress and news articles and headlines? No, you sign back up for this show again with the two of you on it, and you're going to go into another season of constant commentary and opinions and new stuff coming out. And Jennifer is like, you either like the drama, is either you love creating stuff in your life because you like to make a, what should I call it, a documentary about stuff that you have been through. But I don't know, why would you put yourself through this? And it's just showing that this is just going to end in misery for you, because your face at that table, you had no comeback. You pretty much, your face looked like, you pretty much, I think you had on shades, like you could not see her eyes. It seems as if like she does not know how to, and she's always never that type of person who she's a verbal sparrer. So going up against Evelyn already, I'm sure was a bit, nervous for her, because she know how Evelyn can get. And the fact that she literally, the only thing she could say is that she doesn't want to speak about when it comes on to her and her husband. Her basically, I don't know how she's going to manage throughout the season when it comes on to this, because these ladies are going to come at you at every chance they get to question this, because clearly we have Brandy already basically thinking that there's more to the story when it comes on to the both of you. And there we have it. Like, we don't know. I personally don't know how you're going to manage this season. I'll see if you make it through the end of the season. Will you make it to the reunion? Because of course, while these episodes air, we have to. They will also deal with the whole back and forth on social media. So I'll see how that works out when it comes on to Evelyn of it all. But and Jennifer, for right now, I still feel like you're not in a good place. But yeah, that was pretty much. We got introduced to Ming. We already knew of Ming from, she hung around with the housewives of Atlanta ladies, especially like Kenya and I believe Portia and Candy. So she finally got her big break now on TV, where she will be introduced to the show through Jennifer, and she was or is dating Ty Young, who used to date Mimi Foss. So she's now on the show. Let's see what she brings, because allegedly she tried so hard for Housewives of Atlanta, but she just did not make the cut. Let's see if she actually brings anything towards this season. But so far, I think this season is going to be very dramatic. And I'm actually invested in wanting to see what happens. Yes, it's the same BS where Jackie being Jackie, Evelyn, all of a sudden, she's now a PI, so she's now investigating everybody. And of course, she doesn't necessarily have any personal story. So her story basically is talking about people and investigating everybody. So let's see if her this season, let's see what she brings. But so far, I'm invested to see what the next episode will bring. The trailer looks interesting. So let me know, guys, in the comment section what your thoughts were on the premiere episode of Basketball Wives. And remember, guys, to subscribe to the video and also to like the video. And I'll see you guys in the next recap. Bye, y'all.